Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here to do a car vlog. I'm in my apartment complex area, except somebody else's area. I tried to find shade. I couldn't find shade anywhere. I went to the thrift store. I am going to have a mini haul for you, but the real reason is that I wanted to talk to you guys about how quitting coffee affected me. So let me just show you what I got really quick. I got 5 shirts. And the tag color that you can't get half price on changed to blue, so I ran there to try to pick up some things that I liked that had pink tags, which was the tag color last week where you couldn't get half price. Park Ave Value Store or Park Ave Thrift Store, South Haven on 51, because I forget to say that and you guys ask where I shopped. I'm not going to start with that one. I'm not going to start with this one either. Yes, I will start with this one. This one I showed you in my previous video, and I liked it. It's kind of, you know, hippie, boho kind of thing. There's not a bell sleeve. There is a shark bite hem, and it was a yellow tag. It was $2.92, so I paid just under $1. I think it's $1.46 it works out to. And so I grabbed it, and I do believe it's too small, and that's okay. That's like what I'm usually doing, right? Buying shit that's too small. So I got that, and then I got this. I think this fits, and I think it's thin enough that I can start wearing now for car vlogs or whatever. I just really liked the print. I like the colors. It's brown, and no bell sleeves on that either. So it's just, yeah, it's just an everyday kind of shirt, and I think I can start wearing that. I got 5 shirts for a total of $7.30, but with the tax it was $8.32. Very, very good prices. This guy, this is a Mary Tyler Moore shirt, and the same size as the Mary Tyler Moore shirt, small/medium, but different different brand. This is Win-Win flare bottom tunic, size small/medium, and I took it. It's got the same little sleeve going on. It's a good print, paisley, some red, and it is small. I'll have to put it up against the other one to see. But another one, a guilty pleasure. It's going in my closet. I'm gonna be fly by this winter. No, that I don't expect to be that by this winter. I'm realistic. It might be all of next year, 2024, I might fit into those things. Okay, this I liked. Even though it's polyester, I will start wearing this in car vlogs too because it fits me. It's got the little flare, like hem, which is okay. It starts flaring mostly like at my hips, not like under the bust, you know? And it has some cool sleeves. And I like the blue leopard thing going on. The neck is like really big. It's like, it goes like really low. So I might take that up a little bit or just pass something through there to gather it. But I'm not fond of gathering anything. And this neck is, gathered, but I'll make do. This is $1.46, so, I'm gonna be okay with that. Okay, this one is going to be my experiment. So hopefully I can get around to it because I would like to start wearing the shirt now. Let me show you the back side first. This is the print. It's thin. I'm sure it's polyester. I don't remember. Is it in the side seam? Oh my God, I hate that I can't find things. Oh my God, 96% rayon. I don't usually look in the dressing room because I can usually tell when I'm putting it on. Okay, so this is the back, and then I'm going to show you the front, and it's the front that I absolutely hate. This fucking neckline. I mean, what the hell? And it's glittery. I mean, I just don't want that. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but even for me, something dressy, I don't like it, especially with something so, casual as this. So my thing is that I want to take that all off, which is going to make a very low neck. But I think I have enough space here. In the armhole, it seems like it's a big armhole that I could really just take this up and hem it, you know, and just, I'm trying to explain, like instead of the hem, the seam, I should say, of the sleeve here, you know, make it much lower, and that would pick up the shirt. I don't know. It's an experiment. And I thought it would be worth the risk, and it would also give a video for content. Okay? All right, let me talk to you about coffee. For my entire adult life, I drink a cup of coffee in the morning. 1 cup, instant, because I love instant coffee. I've tried coffee makers, and I mean, back in the day we had a percolator. That was something else. But I tried coffee makers. I'm not good with a coffee maker. I always make a mess. I never know what I'm doing, and I'm not into it. So I really enjoy the taste of instant coffee better than drip coffee or whatever we call it. It's not perked coffee anymore. And I also I prefer decaf, the flavor of decaf, but I've always used, you know, the regular because I wanted the caffeine boost in the morning to wake me up. Okay, now as for how this relates to my carnivore way of eating, today is May 1st, 2023, just so you know. 6 years ago, as of last November in 2022, I was carnivore. Carnivore can help with anxiety. It does that for many, many people. It never helped me. Never did I stop to think that coffee, even 1 cup, could be causing my anxiety and my miserable lack of sleep. But I never thought about it then. Then I started high-fat carnivore a little bit at the end of last year, but for sure all of this year. So 4 months now I have been high-fat carnivore, eating mostly beef and a shitload of butter. Beef and butter. I do eat some other meats, and butter, it can be any animal fat for high-fat carnivore. My choice is butter for many reasons. And I have, you know, eaten some other meat, but for the most part, I stick to beef and butter because that's just what I love. I love it so much. I feel like I'm like a queen of a kingdom that I'm able to eat beef and butter every day. I just love it. When I started reading up about high-fat carnivore, and this is after I started it, because I'm one that I could test this. I'm doing it now. I'll learn about it as I go. So many of you in the comments will say, oh, I'm doing research on it. I'm going to think about it. You know, it's like, don't fucking do research. Just fucking do your own research by trying it. That's the best way to learn how it's going to affect you. Okay, not going there. Not going there right now. But when I started reading up about it, after I started doing it, because it was important to me, I came across some people who were just trying to get off coffee just to see if it would affect them. And some people feel they have no effect. Some other people said it was life-changing to get off coffee or any caffeine at all. Coffee is the only caffeine I have because throughout the rest of the day I'm drinking just water. And so I really started thinking about it, because what happened is after I was high-fat carnivore for a little while, I got so extremely nervous, even more nervous than usual. And I never mentioned it because I didn't relate it to high-fat carnivore. I thought it was because my life had changed so much. I'm going out all the time, and, you know, maybe that's disrupting my sleep. And, you know, I just thought I was nervous about life, and I didn't care because I was going to get through all that because I had a whole different life, and I was very happy about that. So, like I said, I just didn't pay attention to my 1 cup of coffee. And then after a little while, high-fat carnivore people had started saying how, boy, you really find out how sensitive you are to other things when you're high-fat carnivore. You know, because sometimes when you're just carnivore, you don't realize that maybe eggs might be bothering you. I learned that eggs bother me greatly if I eat the white. So when I have eggs, I try to eat just the yolks, and I'll eat a dozen of them. But I haven't done that. I haven't had any eggs yet this year because I'm really doing beef and butter. But yeah, I won't eat egg whites anymore. I used to buy them already hard-boiled, cooked, and it's like at the end I was just throwing the white away. I don't digest it. Yolks are awesome. So I'm probably not going to bother with eggs unless they start selling just egg yolks in a jar or something. I might do that. Okay, so I started thinking, what if my coffee is doing this? Oh yeah, and here's the other thing. It started to get to the point that I couldn't sleep at all. I could not sleep at all. If I fell asleep, there was so many nights in a row, I'd wake up around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and never fall back to sleep. And I'd be so jittery. And even if I could fall back to sleep, I started noticing that when I was having my cup of coffee in the morning, with about a teaspoon, like a little bit of a heaping teaspoon is what I normally did. But, you know, I didn't think that was very strong because it was in a big cup. But anyway, I'm still getting the same amount of caffeine. I started noticing that about halfway through my cup of coffee, I was getting jittery and filled with anxiety. And I thought, what if I'm sensitive to caffeine and I never knew it? Or, you know, whatever else shit I was eating just drowned that out. Because when I was eating, you know, just like a normal SAD, a standard American diet, or even when I did low carb, I still felt like shit all the time. And we don't realize it's a whole combination of all the things. For me, it was plants and apparently caffeine, you know, and until we eliminate everything, which is what beef is good for. You know, if somebody wants to test something, eat beef only, beef and water for like 2 weeks, and then add that food to see how it affects you. You'll know if it's something that bothers you or not. But anyway, I know nobody's going to do that. I would do all those things. I was so willing to test anything because my life was a fucking hot mess in the food department. Cravings were killing me, everything. I was so miserable, and I have no issues with food anymore. I have no bad relationship with food. It's so freeing. It feels so good. So I started lowering my caffeine, thinking, I can't live without any caffeine. How am I going to ever get anything done? Because I would wake up like a fucking zombie. And, oh yeah, and sleep apnea, right? I had the sleep mask and all that. So I had that, you know, going on. And I was like, not even my mask, not even my sleep apnea, CPAP machine is helping me. I feel like fucking shit. And it's going downhill fast. I'm not sleeping. I can't focus during the day. I am high anxiety all the time. I'm jittery. I'm shaky. This has to change. So I was cutting down on my coffee, and I was experimenting with just going to bed without that fucking mask on my face. And I certainly wasn't feeling worse not wearing it. And then I got to the point where I was like doing a little tip of coffee on the tip of my spoon. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm just done. I'm just done coffee. But I do put butter in my coffee because I want to start the day with at least, you know, a stick of butter chunk this tall so I can get my animal fat in early, start the day with that. So now, about maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, my beverage in the morning is hot water, a little bit of milk. I still put milk, whole milk, in my coffee, a little bit, and then a big chunk of butter and a sprinkle of cinnamon. I started that because I know it's good for inflammation, and it's just a flavor, and I usually use extracts to flavor my coffee, and I think there's a cinnamon extract, but I just got cinnamon and started sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon. So I still do the cinnamon, but I also still do extract, either vanilla or anise, which is like black licorice flavor, which I love. So it's hot water. I put milk and the chunk of butter in my cup, and I heat that, and I melt it a little bit. And then I add the hot water, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of salt, and either vanilla or anise extract, just a drop or two. And I sleep throughout the night, some nights. I can't even fathom how I've lived this long ruining my sleep because of a fucking cup of coffee. If I get up to pee, because I still have to do that, because I'm 60 fucking 2 and that happens in the middle of the night. Plus, meat, all the meat I eat is a diuretic, so I'm peeing a lot. I can go back to sleep after. I get up, I lay down. I suffered with intrusive thoughts at night forever. And that has calmed down so much. If I start up, I'll just put something relaxing on my iPad, and, you know, even that didn't work for me. And I can go back to sleep. I can go back to sleep. And I've been getting up around 10, between 10 and noon. I still will wake up like at 7:30, 8, and if it was anywhere around there, I used to get up. Miserable, get up. I could not wait to get up so I could stop the misery of trying to get some sleep and the misery of thinking about everything under the fucking sun. No, I don't get up now. I lay back down and I fall back to sleep. And I live the leisurely life of getting up anywhere between 10 and 12. Today I woke up at 11 and I got out of bed at 12. I just laid there. I said, I'm so chill. I'm so relaxed. And I would just look at some stuff on my iPad, push some comments through that came through the night. And then I got up and I started my day. So, oh yeah. And for at least 2 weeks, I have not slept with my mask on. No CPAP machine. And I don't plan on going back to it. I shouldn't, because I do not wake myself up snoring. And if I used to forget to put my mask on before I got sleepy, I used to hear myself starting to snore while falling asleep. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that at all. Am I still snoring? I might be a little bit during the night, but it's not something that's bothering me at all. And this is how this connects to carnivore. A lot of people, when they were carnivore, which is a variety of meat and any animal product, eggs, some people can tolerate dairy and, pork rinds and all kinds of things. I don't do any of those things now. I mean, right now I'm beef and butter, or meat and butter, with some exceptions. I did make some pork rinds with some pepperoni and cream cheese and feta cheese when I went to watch something at Derek's one night, and he had 2 platters of that, and I had some with some chicken wings. And I'm not big on snacking, but if I go to Derek's, I like to make something for him, and I thought, I can eat this. It's carnivore. It's not high-fat carnivore, in as much as high-fat carnivore is like just meat, butter. But there are a lot of people who still increase their fat, and they do carnivore, so it's like a variety carnivore with butter. To me, the less I have to worry about, the better. I like beef and butter. I don't feel like I'm missing out on shit. I feel like I am the freest person on this fucking planet. So many people, I can't give that up. I can't give that up. Give up all the bullshit that you hate. Give up the cravings. Give up the joint pain. Give up the higher chances of developing cataracts. Give up skin ailments, for those of you who have skin ailments. Give up weak nails, right? No, I can't give credit to carnivore for this, because my nails have always been quick at growing and very hard. I mean, I can barely bend my nails. That's been always. But maybe with age, maybe they would have gotten softer, brittle, whatever. They're certainly still good nails. These are real nails. Give up the bad shit and look at that as having gotten rid of a bunch of poison. That's how I look at it. I am so free with beef and butter. I can't wait to go home and eat beef and butter. Again, doing research, while I'm already high-fat carnivore, I started learning about thyroid issues. The animal fat can heal your thyroid. It can adjust your thyroid to where it's going to be. And that can stop sleep apnea. I was like, what the fuck are they saying? So I fully believe that the high-fat carnivore has stopped me from snoring. And Jordan Peterson, some psychologist or something from Canada, I think he's a little controversial at times. I just started looking at him. My brother told me, go look him up and see what he had to say about carnivore. He has a daughter who had like psoriasis and skin rashes from head to toe. and ended up high-fat carnivore, and it's all gone. And she told him it might help your joint pain, Dad. So he tried it, and his joint pain is healed, and he also completely stopped snoring. So when he said that, I was like, oh my God, this is what's happening to me. And my anxiety levels are so much lower because I'm actually getting good sleep. You know, the CPAP machine is good because it does stop you from snoring. You do get better sleep, but you still got air being pushed where you're not naturally doing that. The air is being pushed down, and you know, so I'm sleeping without a CPAP, and I'm sleeping good. I'm waking up rested. I wake up like a normal person who has to go fucking pee and then goes back to bed and sleeps. I'm doing that. I go back to sleep. I wake up in the morning and I think I'm just going to lay here and go back to sleep. And I can do that. And then I get up when I want. And I feel rested. And my anxiety, even during the day, is nothing close to what it was. Nothing close to what it was. So a mixture of carnivore that helped me with my apnea, and the fact that I cut out coffee, it's my new life-changing thing. And I didn't talk about it before because I wanted to really test this and see if this was really happening for me. And it is. And I'm sure it's going to continue. So no more coffee for me, ever. I still have, you know, the instant left. I'm dumping that out. I have to go to the trash today anyway. I'm just getting rid of that stuff. I'm not doing that anymore. So, but I do give the credit to high-fat carnivore for letting me realize that I was now highly sensitive to caffeine, because I hadn't considered stopping coffee until my anxiety and the jitters was so bad, and I was like, it can't be coffee. It's got to be my life that is so weird, and my body just doesn't understand what's going on with my life. It had nothing to do with that. The minute I started getting rid of coffee, my life started changing. I hope that all made sense. That was a long story. But I'm just really, really happy about this. And again, I don't feel like I've given anything up. I don't even care. I wake up not even needing caffeine. I didn't know that was possible, to wake up and not feel like a zombie, all groggy, you know? So, I just wanted to let you know that. And now I got to go in. I got to edit this. And I got to take out my trash as my little chore for today. I'm just going to go on with my day with no jitters and much less anxiety. And when I go to bed at night, I don't have to worry about tossing and turning. I haven't tossed and turned for a couple of weeks. I can't tell you. I mean, do I still have thoughts? Do I still have worries or concerns? I do, but I seem to be able to manage handling it now. 1 cup of coffee in the morning. If you have trouble sleeping, try quitting coffee for a little while to see if it helps you. Try quitting coffee for 2 weeks. Give yourself 2 weeks to adjust to it. And because I didn't quit at the beginning, but I did really cut it down. And little by little, I started sleeping better. I think I could fucking hibernate at this point. I could hibernate for the winter and not even wake up. That's how good I feel about it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more nonsense. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.